Hi guys, it is July 21st. We're going to go over the market and its signals today. Today actually had some great trend pushes, but it would have been easier if you had... Now, keep in mind, I'm going off of a 5-minute chart here, but if you were trading off of a shorter term chart than the 5, because these pushes moved so quickly, it was hard to find a entry on the 5-minute chart. That can happen, and that's why I use a 3-minute alongside the 5. But first of all, the market, sorry about that. The market opened up right in here and headed down on a solid push, really giving us no chance to enter on this in the 5. However, on a 3-minute chart, there was an opportunity right in here to take this and go with it. So some of us were able to make some money on that with a shorter term chart, and obviously in the first hour you probably took advantage of that push. I know several people made money on that in the first hour of the market. As far as the 5-minute chart goes now, the next opportunity we actually have, or actually probably the 5-minute opportunity, the first 5-minute opportunity happens right here, where we've got a high and a lower high. Now this lower high is right on the zero line, but that's okay as long as we still have our MACD, the stair step is below the mat, and we have a TC happening, which we have right here. Okay, and that worked out just fine for us. And like you can see, this trade at the point where we have our MACD and entry right there, it ran 1, 2, 3, 4.5 points. So that was a good little push there. Now, what we want to identify, and always remember, we're looking for exaggerated market patterns, not choppy one candle moves like this. I wouldn't consider this a low, this a higher low, this a higher low. That's all one straight shot there. You got to look at what the overall market's doing here, and this is kind of how I can tell you how to look at this. You kind of draw a little line on the bottom half and draw a line connecting the top portions. And what do you have here? Okay, now you can see that there is a lower high happening here, and in your lower indicators plainly a lower high happening there. And that's the same thing here. This particular move up just feels like a straight move to me. Okay, so we're not really seeing what we want to see as far as any pattern showing us to go long there. The market kind of flattened out up until this last hour here at 2 o'clock. There was some announcements happening that caused the market to drop drastically, and again, so sharp that it was hard to catch a signal with a TC on the 5. But on a shorter term chart, when you've got enough momentum pushing in a direction like this, say on the 5-minute, quickly go to a shorter term chart and find a reason to get in. Okay, so there was an entry right in here on a shorter term chart, and you could have taken this for a significant win on the run down there. Again, you might have also been able to take advantage of possibly this little setback and then another push down, but not so much on the 5, but on a shorter term chart. The 3-minute was nice, a nice market to watch today. So if you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time.